Daddy Pig has a sister, and the show has been hiding her in plain sight. While we've met Mummy Pig's whole side of the family, Daddy Pig's background is a total mystery. Until now. Because in 2 separate episodes, the exact same black and white photo appears, showing 2 little piglets who definitely aren't Peppa and George. One of them might just be Daddy Pig's long-lost sister, and if that's true, it changes everything. This video breaks down every clue we found about her. Stick around till the very end. The final clue proves she's still out there, and about to step back into Daddy Pig's life. If Daddy Pig really did have a sister, then the truth about her might be hiding in a photo that could change everything we thought we knew about his family. In the episode Daddy Pig's Office, there's a black and white photo sitting quietly on his desk, but it's never acknowledged. We see 2 little piglets, smiling proudly for the camera. The taller one, a girl, is wearing a spotted dress, and the smaller one, a boy, is dressed smartly in a bow tie. They look ready for picture day. But here's the strange part. The photo seems too old for it to be Peppa and George. The exact same photo pops up again later in the episode, Grandpa Pig's computer. Same pose, same mysterious piglets. This time sitting proudly on Grandpa Pig's shelf. Now let's be real, that's not some random background doodle. The animators knew exactly what they were doing. You don't reuse the same photo twice unless you want fans to notice. And we did. And we immediately began asking, who are they? Some believe the smaller piglet is a young Daddy Pig, standing proudly beside his mysterious big sister. And before you say, oh, maybe it's just Peppa and George, hang on, because the next clue proves it can't be. It's easy to assume the black and white photo is of Peppa and George. After all, Daddy Pig already has a framed picture of his kids at home. We even see him hanging it proudly and Daddy puts up a picture. It's colorful, new, and clearly shows Peppa and George in their usual outfits. But that's exactly the problem. The photo in Daddy Pig's office and the one in Grandpa Pig's house doesn't look anything like that one. It's black and white. The clothes are completely different. And it feels old, like it was taken decades before Peppa or George were even born. If it was meant to be the same picture, why would the show redraw it so differently? Why make it black and white when every other family photo in the series is bright and full of color? It's as if the animators wanted us to notice the difference and to question who those piglets really are. So if this photo really is of Daddy Pig and his sister, then one question becomes impossible to ignore. Where is she now? Because if she existed once, something must have happened to make her disappear completely. And that's where our next clue begins, with an accident that might explain everything. If Daddy Pig really had a sister, then the reason we've never seen her might be because something terrible happened to her. Some fans think there was an accident, one so serious it changed Daddy Pig's life forever. And it might even explain the one thing he's always been afraid of: heights. He panics on ladders, clings to railings, and completely freezes near helicopters. In Miss Rabbit's helicopter, he's the first to back out of the ride and looks genuinely relieved when there isn't enough room for him. The narrator even says it outright.
Daddy Pig doesn't like heights.
But what if that fear isn't just a funny cartoon moment? Some fans believe it's trauma, that when Daddy Pig was younger, there was an accident, a helicopter crash involving his parents and sister. That would explain why we've never seen his side of the family and why he never talks about his past. It's a dark theory for such a cheerful show, but it does make sense. That missing sister, those vanished parents, and Daddy Pig's lifelong fear of flying, it all adds up a little too well, doesn't it? What do you think? Is this just a coincidence, or did Peppa's world quietly hide a real tragedy? Let us know in the comments. If Daddy Pig really did lose his sister and parents when he was young, then who raised him? Every clue points to one name: Grandpa Pig. He's always there when something needs building, fixing, or figuring out. Whether it's a toy train, a treehouse, or George's racing car, Grandpa Pig takes the lead, while Daddy Pig stands proudly beside him, watching and learning like a son rather than an in-law. In George's racing car, Daddy Pig suggests,
"Let's build George a racing car."
But it's Grandpa Pig who immediately grabs the tools and turns it into a full family project. Peppa and George cheer him on. Daddy Pig looks up to him, and for a moment it feels like 3 generations working together. Except Grandpa Pig isn't Daddy Pig's dad. Or is he? The theory goes that after the mysterious helicopter accident, Grandpa Pig took Daddy Pig and his sister in, raising them like his own. That would finally explain why that black and white photo shows up in Grandpa Pig's house too. After all, it makes sense for Daddy Pig to keep a picture of his sister. But why would Grandpa Pig have the same one? Unless he was connected to both of them in some way. And maybe that's why Daddy Pig never talks about his real parents, because in his mind, Grandpa Pig is his real dad. And if Daddy Pig really was taken in by Grandpa Pig after the accident, that would mean he grew up alongside Mummy Pig, in the same home, part of the same family circle. It actually lines up perfectly with the flashbacks where we see Daddy Pig as a young pig, because Mummy Pig is usually right there too. Just like in Playgroup Star, they already seem to know each other. If Grandpa Pig raised him, then Mummy Pig wasn't just someone he met later. She was there from the very beginning. But if Grandpa Pig took them in after the accident, what happened next? Daddy Pig clearly stayed, but his sister vanished from his life completely. Was she adopted by another family? Was she sent somewhere far away? The next theory might finally explain what tore them apart, and why that mysterious photo might be the only link they ever had. If Grandpa Pig really did step in after the accident, maybe it wasn't forever. Because what if Daddy Pig and his sister didn't stay together at all? That same black and white photo, the two little piglets, could be the last picture they ever took before being separated. Some fans think Grandpa Pig cared for them for a while, but when things got too hard, they were adopted into different families. One ended up with Grandpa Pig nearby, and the other somewhere far away. And maybe that's why Daddy Pig barely remembers his sister. Maybe that's why he never talks about her, because he lost her long before Peppa was born. It would also explain why Daddy Pig's brother, Uncle Pig, doesn't really feel like a proper brother. They get along, but they don't seem especially close, and we hardly ever see them together in the show. Maybe they weren't actual brothers at all. Maybe they just grew up in the same place, like an orphanage, and ended up being raised together for a short while. Maybe Daddy Pig's sister isn't missing. She's just busy helping out their super old parents, who are probably tucked away somewhere quiet with a nice cup of tea and zero interest in muddy puddles. Think about it. Daddy Pig has a full-time job, a house, and 3 little ones. He's clearly a grown-up, so if he's middle-aged, that would make his parents super old. But here's the question. If they are alive, who's looking after them? That's where Daddy Pig's sister might come in. Some fans believe she's not missing, just busy caring for their parents. It's a gentle theory, but it still doesn't explain everything. If they're still around, why does no one ever mention them? Maybe the show's creators just wanted to keep things simple by focusing on Peppa's world. Or maybe they're saving Daddy Pig's side of the family for a big reveal. Because if his parents really are out there somewhere, quietly living their best lives, then his sister might be too. And one day we might finally get to meet her and uncover a whole new side of the Pig family fans have been waiting for. So what's the truth? Who is that in the photo? Is Daddy Pig's sister real? Did something happen to their parents? Until the show finally tells us that black and white photo remains Peppa Pig's biggest unsolved mystery. So what do you think? Is the little piglet in the picture Daddy Pig's missing sister? Or something even stranger? Drop your theory in the comments. We love reading them. And if you love uncovering hidden secrets in Peppa's world, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos that go into more Peppa Pig mysteries. Thank you for watching.